What's going on, everyone? We are on day 28 here on this video challenge here on the month of July, and it's kind of bittersweet. It's the final 3 days here that I'll be making these videos, you know, and I think I've come a long way since day one. I think I'm getting more comfortable talking, and I'm getting a little bit faster on editing my videos, you know, and it kind of helps talking a little bit more in between pauses so I don't have to go in and make so much edits. I don't really have a set destination. It's just kind of one of those days where I just wanted to get out and ride my motorcycle. You know, I could probably keep going and making videos every day if I wanted to, but it does take a lot of time and a lot of effort to go out and record stuff. I mean, I'd probably lose stuff to talk about. Kind of like to get in some of the history side of things and try and talk about some of the cities that are around where I'm at. Maybe one day, but I'm gonna go ahead, cut to the chase, and get into today's episode. Today's episode, I kind of want to talk about planning for road trips. You know, this is probably going to be aimed more towards beginner riders who are thinking about taking that step and wanting to go on their first cross-country motorcycle trip. You know, if you're a seasoned vet, you know, hopefully you follow along. You know, maybe you guys can leave down in the comments of some of the stuff that I miss. Let's get into it. You know, you guys are thinking about planning a trip, you guys want to pick your destination. I mean, that'd probably be the first thing that you do, you know, and you guys want to make sure that you look and figure out where you're going to stay, motels and all that stuff. That's if you're going to spend money to book a room for the night on the trip, or even try and find some camping spots along the way, because you do not want to make the same mistakes that I made when I went around Lake Michigan last summer. I didn't do a whole lot of planning. I mean, I had a campground that I wanted to go to, but I didn't take into account for all the stops that I was going to make along the way, and I just ended up losing daylight. And from where I ended up staying, it was still an hour and a half away from the campsite I wanted, and I didn't want to get there in the dark, you know, and that was just on the first day. The second day was pretty much more the same thing. I went up over the bridge down into Wisconsin, stopped at Green Bay, a few lighthouses on the way, and then like I was just trying to follow along the lake shore as much as I could. I mean, and I did it, but I didn't have a room booked. I mean, I was looking online at some stops to see some of the hotels that were in the area that I was gonna end for the night, and I was trying to keep it budget friendly because I didn't have a whole lot of money on the trip. And I get to the place, go try and get a room, and they're fully booked, and it's probably like 9:30 at night, and I'm calling all over the place. The closest, there was a room available, but I had to drive an hour and a half back to Green Bay, and I wasn't about to do that. I called one place, and they were going to charge me for 2 nights just because it was on the weekend, which I don't get at all why they do that. I just decided I'm going to call around some more, but I just ended up not finding anything, so I just said screw it, and then went to that place, and luckily the guy was nice enough. He's like, I'll just charge you for the 1 night. So that was awesome. It was a really cool place. It was right on the lake shore of Lake Michigan, and it was perfect. You could just hear the waves crashing off the rocks on the shore. And I went out there, sat, and just listened to the waves, and just try to decompress after everything that had happened that night. So you guys want to make sure you guys get all your ducks in a row, because that was probably the most stressed out I've been since I've been traveling, but I learned from my mistakes. That's basically all you can do. And also, before you guys go on trips, you guys want to do like a little pre-trip inspection, make sure everything's working right, brakes, lights. You guys want to check your tires and all that stuff. I had to cut my trip short from South Dakota and Wyoming. I was going to plan on going to Colorado and Utah. I went through 2 rear tires last year. That's just because of the amount of riding that I was doing. My tread got very low when I was going out when I went out west, but it's not a big deal. I didn't even really have the money to go to Utah and Colorado and then all the way back home, so I just played it safe and decided just to go on home. You know, you guys also want to make sure you guys are equipped with tools, because you never know when you're going to need them. You break down on the side of the road, get a flat tire, you're going to want a tire plug kit, you're going to want some rain gear, tire inflator, battery charger. This is just a few things that, you know, I would recommend that you guys get if you guys are new and starting out. Because for me, ever since I started traveling, it's been the greatest thing I've ever experienced. I don't know why I didn't get into this stuff sooner. I've had an amazing journey so far, and you know, it can only go up from here. At least that's what I'm hoping for. You know, and I'm sure there's other mistakes that I made I just can't think of at the top of my head right now. Yeah, today actually turned out to be a pretty nice day compared to the weather we've had the last couple weeks. Been really hot. Had a cold front come through last week. I didn't really ride my bike a whole lot into work just because it was in the 40s when I left for work in the morning, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. I'm just on a nice little cruise. Like I said, no destination in mind, just cruising. It's actually been a minute since I've actually rode around this lake. I used to ride my my bicycle around this lake when I was younger. I did it quite a few times. You know, rain gear, I kind of touch base on that a little bit. You know, you're going to want some rain gear. I didn't have any when I went down to North Carolina for my first solo road trip, and I got rained down in Tennessee. Luckily, I kind of went through it pretty quick, and it was like 95 degrees that day, so I dried off very quick. The air and the hotness, that was a really fun trip. You just never know when rain is going to hit. You're going to want it, and even if you don't need it while you're on the trip, it's better to have it just in case. Also, back to like planning your routes, like especially if you're going into like a remote area, you want to make sure that you fill up if you're getting low on fuel, because you may never know when the next gas stop will be, and that would be a bad day to run out of gas. I about came close to it last summer. I had mentioned my fuel gauge isn't working, and I bought an MSR fuel bottle, and I had to use that because I didn't fill up at the last spot. I think it was Gillette, Wyoming, and there's a long stretch of road from there to Sheridan where there wasn't any gas stops. I had to pull over and use that, I think it was a 1 liter bottle, and it just gave me enough fuel to get to the gas station in Sheridan. But yeah, I've made my fair share of mistakes. I'm not even gonna try and say that ever since I've done this I haven't had any, because everybody makes mistakes. You know, we're human. You know, we get so excited and caught up in the moment that sometimes we forget about important details. This video is probably running a little bit longer than I wanted, so if you're new, make sure you guys go hit that like and subscribe button. It would really help me out. You know, you guys subscribing, it's free, no cost to you. You guys get updated when I post more content. You know, it really helps me out to grow this channel and my brand. You know, I'm just an average guy who likes to ride his motorcycle, trying to chase my dreams, and see the country and enjoy life. Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, comment down below. If you guys are returning and welcome back, you know, I really appreciate it. It helps me out tremendously. But with that being said, you know, I'm gonna enjoy my cruise. And hopefully I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's episode. So peace.